What up, TIs? Regular people as well. I'm gonna read you a monologue. I took bits and pieces from it from a friend of mine, Chuck Langenberg, who was murdered in my opinion, but they said they ruled it as a suicide. But he was going through the same stuff I'm going through, and he told me that he wanted it in the public domain no matter what, and I took bits and pieces of it and added my own bits, so I'm gonna read it for you. My name is James Harkin. I have traveled in almost every continental U.S. state besides Hawaii. I've backpacked over 10,000 miles. In 2014, I hiked the whole Appalachian Trail. I walked all the way from Springer Mountain in Georgia all the way up to Maine. And then in 2015, I walked from Campo, Mexico, the Cali-Mexico border, all the way up to basically the Oregon border on the Pacific Crest Trail. I've done a lot of traveling, I've seen a lot of things, and my life's been a fucking complete trip. And it's only gotten crazier. I really got what I bargained for when I said I wanted an adventurous life. I didn't think I was gonna get anything like this. Let's get into it. I'm a targeted individual, TI for short. Millions of Americans have the same affliction upon them as I do. My organized gang stalking became very subtly known, and it took me about 4 months to really realize what was going on. So who knows what the tipping point was, or how many other targets were in the harassment queue. In February of 2017, my harassment got super intense, in which the perps wanted me to know I was being harassed. They went from more of a covert approach to an overt approach, which means they're very obvious what they were doing. Shortly after that, I wised up and started doing tons of research, and I discovered the term gang stalking. I never knew there was a word for it. Through my stories of being mobbed in white and red cars following me on the road, and the sheer utter rudeness from store employees and whoever else in the community for no explainable reason, and I threw these stories up on a conspiracy theory subreddit on reddit.com. Someone suggested I look up the term gang stalking. I was instantly dumbfounded. Okay, I thought I was insane at first. I didn't really know what was going on. I thought I was losing it, but this is a real protocol, and there are 1.2 million Americans experiencing the same type of harassment right now, as we speak right now. Most of them are too scared to speak out about it. My organized gang stalking increased even more once I discovered the term gang stalking and began to speak out. Gang stalking is real. However, it is flooded on many social media outlets, which is a goal to paint the whole thing as crazy nonsense. It is mixed in with a number of truths. The people who talk about V2K, alien sodomy, God knows what, God weapons, all this bull crap. And it's to make us look crazy. These people that do that, they're not crazy. They're there to do a job. They were dispatched there. While flooding the truth, the perps whine and ridicule and harass truth tellers, pure TIs, to discredit and pressure pure TIs to shut up and give up on speaking out against the truth. Perps will mob and harass any real TI who speaks out to shut them up and isolate them, or possibly recruit them, which I have seen many turn into the dark side. Gang stalking will follow a target if they relocate to a new city, new job, new country, what have you. It is a global protocol. As this is an international protocol, it can often be generational too. Possibly if the target's parent or grandparent spoke out about an atrocity, entire bloodlines are slowly eradicated per the Masonic practice of revenge. Google these terms: Masonic slow dagger, Masonic secret dagger, and Scientology fair game. Targeting is spearheaded by secret societies whose obligation is to deny it. They will cover for each other and even lie under oath if necessary, in fear for their life. Sometimes a target's family is used to harass them, threatened and tricked in participating into the slow extermination of their loved one. Perp leaders, called handlers, know where to find a TI 24/7, but not vice versa. And since secret perps who target and harass TIs are after a different target each time, it won't stop the stalking. So if you go after one of them, it's not like it's going to stop anything. There are so many of them involved in this. Gang stalking is carried out by secret societies, cults, block watch groups, college research labs, ex-convicts, Satanists, broke college students, and countless other outlets, and normal people just like you and me that need to make a buck. They have unlimited government funds, technical intelligence, and expertise not available to the public. Cops and municipal workers, firefighters, and many construction labor companies and large corporations are told customized lies about the target, intended to infuriate each demographic. They know which hot buttons to push, and they push them. For instance, the African Americans are told he's a racist. The animal lovers are told he runs a dog fighting ring. The gay people are told he is a gay hater. He abuses gay people. You see where I'm going with this? He's under investigation, you know, whatever they have to say. These people are very, very sly, and they will cross any moral boundary to get people to hate the target. But once a person realizes that their actions contributed to a target's death, slow murder, they become a knowing accomplice in the intentional murder of humans, especially the future death. The jobs of the perps, gurus, or gangs is to harass, maim, and con the targeted individuals when they appear, online or in the flesh. Some perps are satanic slow killers who actually enjoy their illicit job. Some of the perps are just people who are easily manipulated and have been lied and duped into believing the lies and slander about the target. Some fear the same targeting if they don't participate. But sadly, targeted individuals that are victims of this harassment join in or turn perps too, to reduce or eliminate their own targeting. Perps mobs masquerade as though they are pure or they're a cleansing force, getting rid of undesirables in society. Remember, if someone is remember this, if someone is loaded and has tons of friends and family and supporters, they are not a real TI. They are not a pure TI. They will act hurt when they hear that. But remember, those people are acting. They are acting. That is what they are paid to do. I say perps and secret society members are conspirators in murder when they coerce targets into committing suicide, which is the ultimate goal. Some TIs become perps to protect their children and family members or assets or own tail. But remember, there's little difference between a secret society perp versus a TI, targeted individual, who became a perp. for their own or their own family's benefit. They are both intentionally slow killers. They are killers. This is genocide. This protocol drains financial resources from targeted individuals, which makes it easy to turn a pure TI into a illicit perp or a dead TI, if it comes to that. I have often observed after many short but sometimes long targeted individuals drastically change their story and turn from TI to perp. They sell their soul with no fanfare. They instantly exit a pure targeted individual mindset. But remember, joining perps is a one-way street and there's no way out. If a targeted individual takes a deal, quote unquote, to become a perp to harass others, the point of no return is when they begin to perp other TIs, targeted individuals, pure TIs. Just like criminals, these TIs turned perps justify their behavior. The number one job of perps is to isolate pure TIs from other TIs and everyone else in society. Friends, family, any positive interaction that they have. They are there to disrupt that. Remember that. I just wanted to read that, and maybe this will give you a better idea. This is for the people that really think gang stalking doesn't exist. This really exists. And there are secret societies existing in America, globally, not just America, that participate in this type of thing. And it's not just secret societies, okay? This is normal people too. And it's spreading like wildfire. And it's killing 1.2 million people. Because I know, I mean, I'm still alive and I'm still kicking, but I'm a pure TI and I'm not joining the dark side. And all the other TIs that I've met, they've joined the dark side. So I can only imagine the people that have committed suicide over this global atrocity. And thank you for your time for listening to this.